So as is the fashion in legacy jailbreaking, downgrading is the hotness. But how do you actually downgrade devices? Well, today I'll be showing you one of the easiest ways to do so, as long as you have macOS or Linux and a supported device. Because Apple's nice sometimes, the devices listed on screen now are eligible for the versions also listed on screen. Basically, these versions are signed as OTA updates, since updating on-device from certain old versions to newer versions requires these as like an intermediary step. Normally, you wouldn't be able to just directly install these OTA signed versions via iTunes, because it'll see, oh, that's not signed as a restore, but with pwned DFU, you actually can, and I mean a bunch of other steps. But if you know those other steps, you wouldn't be watching this. So yeah, iOS-OTA-Downgrader automates all that for you. It does all of the hard work of patching together IPSWs and getting devices into pwn DFU in most cases. And it's a nice, easy-to-use script. But some people get confused about all the various options it asks. So let's go through what you actually need to do step by step. So to actually get started, you just need a few things. First up, you need a Mac or a Linux computer, as I mentioned earlier. Secondly, you'll actually need to get iOS-OTA-Downgrader and change your directory to that folder. Thirdly, you'll need a device that is set up appropriately. So, for example, iOS 12 devices that can be downgraded to 10, which is the Air 1, Mini 2, iPhone 5S, they don't need any preparation. iOS-OTA-Downgrader will put them into pwn DFU and do everything for you. 32-bit devices are a bit more tricky. So in every case, you'll need to actually, be jailbroken. Then you'll need core utilities /bin, and OpenSSH installed for all 32-bit devices that are compatible. And for iOS 10 32-bit devices, you'll also need dropbear from LukeZGD's repo. Once you're there and all set up, you can proceed with iOS-OTA-Downgrader. I will note that for my own case, I'm demonstrating using an iPhone 4S, so it's easiest to just use KDFU app from LukeZGD's repo to get into my pwn DFU state. It looks like this. You flick all the levers and press enter KDFU. But how does iOS-OTA-Downgrader itself do it? Well, for the 4S, you need to actually, go into KDFU. Then it'll pop up and you'll know it's in the right mode. Now, /restore.sh is the ticket. So you type that in, press enter. Finds the device. It found it in the DFU mode. Now, it's asking which mode it's in. As I said, KDFU mode. Now, I have two options here. I can go to iOS 8 or iOS 6. I've already downloaded iOS 6 and put it into the iOS-OTA-Downgrader folder, so I'm going to pick that one. Now, this is an option where usually you're going to say yes. You do want the destination iOS to be jailbroken. However, if it causes issues, you should go look at the GitHub page for iOS-OTA-Downgrader and see if your issue is there and how to solve it. If not, you can just rerun the tool, re-downgrade, and select no. For me, however, I'm just going to select yes because I don't want to mess with the iOS 6 jailbreak. Now, it grabs everything it needs and it checks that the IPSW is correct. And since I already downloaded it, it's fine. Now, the memory option. Essentially, you just need a computer with at least 4 gigs of RAM. My computer fulfills that, so I'm going to say yes. If you're running it on a computer that doesn't have that much memory, it'll be way slower, but it will work. In this step, it essentially builds the custom IPSW to restore with. Now, we're nearly at the end here, and if you look at the clock, you can see how long it actually took. But this should take, depending on your device and your selected version, a couple minutes or thereabouts. If it takes longer than that, you either have a really bad computer or something's up. But yeah, from here, it's packing up the custom iOS and it's actually sending it over. So from here, you'll have the device password. This password is your laptop or desktop or whatever, your computer password. So for me, I'm gonna type that in and bam. It'll take a little bit again, but it is actually sending it to the device in this step. This step is probably the fastest step unless you have a really good computer, and the IPSW step takes like no time. But from here, you will see on the device the progress bar, and assuming you're going to iOS 6, you can tell really easily that it's, doing that because it'll literally look like iOS 6. So I'll put a photo up on screen. Editor Riley, please do that. So as you can see, assuming that Editor Riley has in fact put the image on screen, you can see that it's the progress bar stuff and all that. So from here, it's pretty damn quick. It just needs to actually write the IPSW. Alright, so the script itself is done, and from here you can actually unplug your device since the restore component of the downgrade is completely done. And all you have left to do is set your device up, and I will be back once I'm done that. Alright, so from this point on, I'll just be showing off a couple screenshots since AirPlay isn't really the same on iOS 6. But one thing to note, once you've done, restoring via the script, and the script says it's done, there will be a second progress bar. That's completely normal. It'll still work. Now, from here, you can just open up Cydia, let it do its thing, preparing file system, all that. Then you're done. Some things won't work on iOS 6, like Siri is like half broken. Weather is completely broken, but it's a lower version, and that's what we wanted. Yeah. So hopefully this guide was helpful. I'm not sure that it really needs to exist, but hey, it's here to reference if you need it. And yeah, thanks for watching, and give it a like if I did in fact help you. Bye-bye.